The many renovations of the government house landscape shows one thing. Politicians are superstitious people and are willing to do anything to attract lady luck. After ruling the country for 6 months, Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawat's office in the government complex has been renovated in a project initiated by her acting Secretary General Thawat Bunfeung. In addition, the government house shrine will be moved on Saturday from the eastern wall of Pisnlok Road to stand in the front yard on the right side of the Thai Kufa building. The two cannons in the complex, which were previously facing each other, will now be put in front of the Thai Kufa building facing outward. An official from the Building and Grounds Division in Government House said the shrine was being located to an area that is believed to be the coolest and calmest spot in the compound. Yet, once again, government officials are denying that these changes have anything to do with the art of Feng Shui, an omen, or the need to boost the government's or the premier's clout. Of course, nobody believes this. Over the past decade, it has become a tradition for politicians. Every time a new prime minister comes in, he or she will have to adjust the complex to boost their luck and make them stronger. In Thaksin Shinawat's reign, the shrine was moved because an official in charge of rituals did not deem the location appropriate. Thaksin's government also renovated the government house landscape by replacing closed fences with semi-open ones. Then, during Abhisit's reign, the Premier Secretary General Govt Sapawasu ordered another renovation of the landscape, especially since the first round received a lot of negative feedback. In the first round, many trees, especially palm trees, were planted in front of the Thai Kufa and Santi Maitri buildings. However, this time, Feng Shui expert Mat Kehatham is warning Yingluck's government to not change, fix, move, or build anything in government house. He said this year is bad for the complex, and if anything is done, bad things will happen to those whose stars are crossed. He added that since this year was the year of water dragon, Yingluck's and Thaksin's stars were drowning. This means the Prime Minister may be ousted and Thaksin may not be able to return to Thailand this year. Of course, the few who are not superstitious may ignore this warning, though some might stop and think again. After all, Mat did warn Abhisit's government to not readjust the Feng Shui of government house, and once the renovations were done, the government started looking unstable, and Abhisit ended up having to dissolve the house before his term was completed. Loi Luen Bunna, former PM's deputy secretary who is familiar with official rights at government house, was once heard saying that anybody who touched or moved the shrine in the complex end up losing their position. Perhaps we should all pay attention to that old Thai saying, "Don't insult what you don't understand." Piyanath Siwalo, Nations Report for ASEAN TV.